welcome to Big Bore Knife and Gear. Today we're going to talk about the Kansept Kryo. Kansept is a fairly new knife brand. Typically I don't do much for the packaging, but we're going to start with the box today because the box is actually very well thought out and kind of a cool box. Inside the box, you're going to get a pouch. Inside the pouch, the knife is in there. Knife's actually out, but you know what I mean. You also get a folder in there, and inside the folder is a warranty cards and a cleaning cloth and care instructions. So just a little quick glimpse of the packaging. Really nice job. I thought it was worth showing. So, without any further ado, let's get on to the knife. Oh, fantastic. Oop. So again, we're going to be talking about the Kansept Kryo. Let's shoot some specs out there and then we'll go over the knife. We've got an overall length on this guy of 8.1 inches, blade length of 3.6 inches. Cutting edge on this is actually 3.75 inches. Blade thickness of 0.150 inches. Blade steel on this is S35 VN. We've got a beautiful drop point style blade design. It's got a very nice, well done flat grind to it. Handle scales on this is titanium. It is a liner lock. Pocket clip also titanium. Carry for this is tip up, right or left hand. Deployment for this is flipper tab, or you can use the blade cutout to deploy it with your thumb or your finger. This thing's running on ceramic bearings, and it is coming in at 4.30 ounces. So let's go over the handle real quick. It's got these beautifully milled and machined titanium handles. Also, as you can see, I forgot to mention the entire knife blade and handle is black washed. As you can see, it does have some beautifully done millwork on the scales, both sides matching. Got a beautifully done and beautifully milled pocket clip. That's anodized blue. The hardware, pivot hardware and handle scale or screw hardware is stainless steel, and it's all been heat anode to this beautiful blue color. Stainless steel barrel spacers. And we got a stainless steel lock bar insert. Everything on the scales have been nicely rounded and chamfered. Really, really good job by Kansept. This is one of their first models. I believe they have 3 models right now and 1 about to come out. And let me tell you, so far, they've been putting out some winners. Ergos on this, really good. Even though I prefer to have more neutral style handles, this one does have some choils cut in for your fingers. And even though I can barely get 4 full fingers on here, it actually fits in my hand very nice. Very comfortable. Very secure, no hot spots. The actual cutouts here line up almost perfectly with my hand. Very, very impressed so far. On the blade, you still have this beautiful black wash finish. Very, very aesthetically pleasing for me personally. I love the blacked out look. It's got that beautiful swedge on the blade. It's got that classic drop point style shape. It does have this very large cutout in the blade itself. Again, considered flipper style. The flipper works very well. However, this knife does fail. The detent isn't super strong, if you can hear. Let's try and do this. And I think the reasoning for the weaker detent is because you can spidey flick, and I'm going to try to do this under the camera, but you can also thumb flick it open. Again, if you're not really giving it a go to open it, it will fail. Of course, didn't fail it. I'm going to try this on camera, and I probably won't be able to do it. There we go. You can get it to do that pretty much every time. Yeah. So when you do go to deploy this knife, you really just got to give it a flick. And when you do so, it does come flying out, locks up with about 30%, 35% lockup. Blade centering is pretty much straight down the pipe. Again, overall fit and finish on this knife is just outstanding. This one is on loan to me, courtesy of the Apex Pass Around group, so thank you very much for letting me get this in hand. This thing is a slicer. I used it to cut some paper and cardboard, nothing too drastic, as it's not my knife. The belly of the blade worked very well for cutting through the cardboard. If you can see here, it does have a very, very, very slight recurve to it. Actually, it doesn't. It's just an optical illusion. Trippy. It does look like a slight little recurve, but in fact it is not. The jimping that's on the spine of the blade is pretty much perfect. My thumb lands perfectly on it. It is decent sized jimping, however it is nice and smooth and chamfered. So it does not really cut into your finger, but it does grab the thumb very nicely. Just an overall great design. Billboarding wise, on the blade you've got the Kansept logo, you've got the model number, and you've got the blade steel. On this side here, come on focus baby, you've got the model name, which again is Kryo. Really digging how the high spots on the blade here get that little bit of worn look to it, so you get that little bit of silver steel color coming through with that black wash. It looks absolutely amazing. I love the fact that they scrub those down to give it that nice contrast. Adds a very, very beautiful aesthetic to that blade. Same with the handles. If you can see, all the edges have been sanded or rubbed down to give it that worn look on the edges. Just an absolutely fantastic looking knife. Oh, if I didn't mention it, again, action on this, super smooth, really nice. But again, my only drawback really is the detent. And I get why they did it, because you can open this knife in multiple ways. Yeah, fantastic design. Anyhow, that's all I got for today, folks. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, because I love the feedback. And until next time, take care.